Well, next, the mother from Hertfordshire, whose extraordinary devotion to her son has won her a national award.
When Lois Harden's son Adam was hit by a car 7 years ago in Stevenage, he was left mute, deaf and partially blind. But his mother's love was so strong that now he's made an amazing recovery and she's been named Carer of the Year. ITV's Sangeeta Kandola has their story.
We've had a lot of ups and downs, but we've made it through everything. And to get to this stage has been really a triumph.
For the past 7 years, Lois Harden, mum and carer to Adam, has gone above and beyond the call of a mother's duty.
You want to do a transfer? That's fine then, we'll do a transfer.
At just 15, Adam was knocked down by a car after a night out with friends. Left with a serious traumatic brain injury, he was in a vegetative state, deaf, mute and blind in one eye, but she made him battle back.
It's like starting over with a baby. Adam was a 6'4" floppy baby, and we had to teach him everything again, swallowing food, learning to walk, learning to talk. Mom has given up her life to give me back a life.
Well, in recognition of her hard work, determination and love, Lois has taken a break from her daily routine to be named Carer of the Year at the Headway Awards right here at the Dorchester Hotel.
It's a bit overwhelming because I never knew that I was going to be nominated. I've never seen myself other than a mom who's trying to give her child back the best possible life. I knew he would never have the life that he started out to have, but that didn't mean that he couldn't have a really good life.
And Adam has come a long way. He was shortlisted as a finalist for Young Achiever at the Headway Brain Injury Association Awards, and he recently was well enough to walk his sister down the aisle at her wedding.
It was so nice to have him up there at the altar with us and to be able to give me away. And Mum gave up everything for Adam, her job, all her friends. I mean, she was staying at the hospital 24/7 with him, so for her to be recognised is a real achievement. It's lovely.
And as Lois takes home the Carer of the Year award, her son never misses an opportunity to show her how he feels.
He loves me. I'm going to have to start charging for those.
Sangeeta Kandola, Anglia News, the Dorchester Hotel.
Oh, so much love there. You truly deserve that, you really do. And a lot more, I think both of you do.
Wonderful lady, wonderful family. Right, next, the snake that's for sale in a Fenland pet shop, which is thought to be so rare it could be the only one in the country.
Staff at the store in Wisbech have been told by the Natural History Museum that it's extremely unusual to see a short-snouted grass snake outside its native Africa. Stuart Leith has been to see it.
It can be a lonely life when you're one of a kind, and this snake may well be the only one of its type in the country. That's what staff here at this pet shop in Wisbech have been told by the Natural History Museum in London.
We called him up and spoke to one of the head people at the Natural History Museum, and they said that they believe it could be the only one living in the country, and they've only seen 2 of them in 40 years.
It's a female short-snouted grass snake native to Africa. She's part of a collection from Cambridge that the owner could no longer cope with.
She is a rear-fanged venomous snake, and I'm told she has bitten a few members of staff here. But given that she's such a solitary snake, I'm not surprised she gets grumpy from time to time.
Her venom is not powerful enough to be fatal, though.
All sorts of things rush through your head. You have excitement, you have panic, you have everything. And it's just getting used to the idea of we've got something that could be possibly the only one in the country in our hands.
The snake is for sale, but she's so rare that they're not sure how much to charge, although they think this somewhat lonely figure of a snake could sell for a 4-figure sum. Stuart Leith's Anglia News, Wisbech.
Well, I would pay a full-figure sum to keep that grumpy snake away from me.
Which is one very good reason why we might just have a bit of a whip round at work, actually. Now, Essex's Olly Murs may not have won last night's X Factor Grand Final, but over the course of the series, his entertaining style and charisma have won him a legion of new fans.
Yeah, many of them watched this weekend's dramatic climax at the pub in Witham, where Olly used to perform. And despite the result, they're sure he'll go on to be a huge star.
Of course he will.
Martin Stew reports.
He may not have won, but back in Witham, they're still mighty proud of local boy Olly Murs after a weekend of X Factor drama played out live to almost 20 million fans. On Saturday, he pipped Stacey to make the final. Much to the excitement of friends and family watching at the George pub in Witham. Then, last night, he went head-to-head with bookies' favourite Joe McKeldry. Despite praise from the judges, it wasn't enough.
The winner of the X Factor 2009 is... Joe.
Joe's been phenomenal every week and he deserves every minute of this, so well done to him. So.
Are you all right?
I'm absolutely fine, I mean, God, 3 months ago I was working in an office and now here I am singing in front of 18 million people.
We're disappointed he's gone out, of course we are, but at the end of the day, he's done the whole town proud. Second place in the X Factor, there's nothing shameful in that.
So gutted and so disappointed for him, but he's got so much talent, he's definitely going to go on to bigger and better things, so we're happy for him.
Absolutely gutted. I've voted for him every week about 10 times. The first time I heard him in here, I was absolutely amazed, and to see him go, gutted.
John Fisher's the landlord at the George, where Olly used to gig.
Yeah, I spoke to him this morning, I found out about 9:30. He was still in the house. Tired, I think, more than anything else, but really happy with what he's done. He was amazed that, 10 months ago, he was singing in pubs, and now he's come runner-up in one of the biggest talent competitions in the world.
More than 19 million people tuned in to watch last night's final on ITV, and although Joe got nearly twice as many votes as Olly, coming second isn't always such a bad thing. Last year's runners-up JLS have gone on to have 2 number ones and beat Robbie Williams to the top of the album charts. X Factor judge Cheryl Cole herself finished second on Popstars The Rivals. Since then, Girls Aloud have had 20 consecutive top 10 hits and have earned a reported £25 million. Cheryl's also enjoyed a solo number 1 single and album. And despite finishing second in Britain's Got Talent, Susan Boyle has been watched by more than 100 million people on YouTube. Her debut album is the fastest selling ever on Amazon and is currently number 1 in the UK and in America. Voting data released today shows Olly never once topped the public vote, but if he can secure Simon Cowell's backing, he could be looking forward to a long and lucrative future. Martin Stew, Anglia News, Witham.
Yeah, it's still going to be a huge double. As he said on the night, didn't he, that Joe did just about edge it, didn't he?
He was such a gentleman, though. He really was. I thought it was fab. He's going to be around for a long time, I think.
10 million people voted on the night. Extraordinary number of people.
Were you one of them?
Actually, I have to say, I didn't last night.
I voted twice. I made up for yours.
Did you?
Now, here's what to expect on the national news in just a couple of minutes.
Yep, more of the McKeldry there. I presume that's a man you voted for twice, was it? Or not?
No, I vote one for each. Doesn't make sense, does it?
Oh, it's fair, aren't you? Right, weather. Here's Rachel.
Double duvet time.
Oh, my goodness. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.